Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your NBA slate of games for Saturday, the 10th of January. Hope everybody had a great week so far. We look to light it up on the weekend. 6 plays for you today. Don't forget, if you usually have IC with me, but today he is traveling, so I'm on my own. Probably today, maybe even tomorrow. But let's keep the winners coming. Don't forget, if you want in on my top plays, we like all these plays. These are all my leans. Some of them are actually going to be the plays, but you won't know which ones without, of course, getting in on the premium plays over at the website. And I've got a special for you. You can get a 2-week All Sports Pass. We even have a month pass for $175. The only way to get them, though, the All Sports Plays, is if you text your name to my number, 740-760-1131. I'll send you the link. You can get in on them, and then you get to work one-on-one with me for no extra cost. The only person that does that at the website. So make sure you do that and send me that text, and I'll get you the link. Only place to get it. If you go to the website, you will not find it. Okay, let's go NBA. Starting off Minnesota and Cleveland. This is the back-to-back. They played in on Thursday. They played in Minnesota. Minnesota won that one. Now they're in Cleveland. Cleveland's favored by 4. Even see some 3.5s out there. Total 238.5. And I don't know how Cleveland's favorite. They've won just 2 of the last 3. And they've won just 1 of the last 3 games, and that was against a terrible Indiana team by just 4 points. Mitchell didn't play in that one, but still, that's not a good Indiana team. And Minnesota's on a roll. They've won 4 in a row, both straight up and against the spread. They won that last game on Thursday against this head-to-head, 131-122. And usually I'm looking to play revenge in these back-to-back spots, but until Cleveland shows me that they can get back to where they were last year when they were one of the best teams in the NBA, we just haven't seen that. I don't think we've seen it. Maybe the Knicks on Christmas Day, we saw a little bit of it, but it's been few and far between for Cleveland. Give me Minnesota plus the 4 in this one. Next game, the Miami Heat at the Indiana Pacers. Heat favored by 7.5, total 236.5. And the Pacers are 7-31 on the year, 1-9 in their last 10 games. Those are straight up numbers. But against the spread, they're just 5-15 in their home games this year. That's straight up. 11-9 against the spread. So it's a little better than that. But here's what we have. This is a Miami team that, when Tyler Hero's been out, they've played faster and they've been a different team. But, he's kind of been in and out of lineup the last, 3 weeks, and they've kind of been a subpar team since then, about a 500 team. And I just think it's a little too many points here. As much as I bad-mouthed the Indiana Pacers, they did win last time out on Thursday. They won at Charlotte. I think if they play like that, they'll keep this within the number of 7.5. Give me the Pacers plus 7.5 in this one. Next, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Next game, Clippers at the Pistons, and Clippers won. It was my top play yesterday in the NBA. We went 3-0 yesterday. We hit the NBA, the college basketball, and the top play was had Indiana in the college football playoffs. But, the Clippers had a back-to-back spot. With an aging team, that kind of spells trouble against the number 1 team in the East. The Pistons are 28-9 on the year, and they're rested versus a team that, they had not only 1 extra day of rest, they had 2 extra days of rest since they beat Chicago by 15 on the 7th. So I think you take the Pistons here minus the 7.5. I know the Clippers have been playing well, but in these back-to-back spots, I don't think this is going to be a good spot for them, and I like Detroit to take care of business. Now, tell me if you've heard this before. Dallas Mavericks, Anthony Davis is hurt again. Hand injury this time. They're at the Chicago Bulls here. Bulls favored by 2.5, total 230.5, and sounds like AD might be out for the year. Either way, he's out of this one, which is what we care about. I'm going to say this, though. The Bulls are the hardest team to figure out. I mean, they win 4 or 5 in a row, then they lose 2, then they win 2, then they lose 3. It's just been all over the place. I don't like playing teams like that, and I think Dallas, even without Anthony Davis, it's not like they haven't played without him this year. They've been pretty good. I think you can take Dallas here plus the 3.5 against a Bulls team that's just – it's speaking of hot or cold, it's just one or the other. There's nowhere in between for them. Next game, Spurs and the Celtics. And the Celtics won yesterday. They beat Toronto. They played really good. Then they played really bad. Then they turned it on at the end. Spurs favored by 1, total of 229. And, Boston is, didn't cover yesterday. That line was 9.5. They were up as many as 15 early and as many as 10 or 12 late, and they just let Toronto get the backdoor cover on them. But this is a tough spot. This is a San Antonio team that's finally getting healthy again, and they just beat up on the Lakers. And I think they take care of business here against the Celtics team that's not the deepest team anymore, with where what has happened to their team. And I see the Spurs anywhere from favored one by, as an underdog as one. Either way, I think the Spurs win by 3 or 4. Give me the Spurs in this game. And last game, Charlotte Hornets at the Utah Jazz. And don't look now, this Utah Jazz team is played really good. They come off a win against Dallas last time out. They lost in overtime to OKC the game before that. I mean, those were back-to-back games, and they got a day rest. I think that confidence is building in the face of a Charlotte team that's 6-13 straight up on the road. So, the Jazz are 9-11 at home, so they're basically 500. I'm going to take the Jazz here. I also think it's going to be a high-scoring game, 239.5. I think this one goes. Both teams get over 120. I think you take the over, and I think you take the Jazz. Jazz are 13-7 against the spread at home. Pretty good. There we go. That's what we like for our 6 games today. Don't forget, I'm going to have a total of 5 plays today. I got to play in the NFL. I got a couple plays in college football or college basketball. One of them is going to be a top play. I got to play in NBA, and I'm going to have a prop today. So make sure you get in all those. Easy way to do it. Instead of having to buy in the individual sport, you buy all the individual sports. It ends up being over $800 for 2 weeks. I'm going to give you the 2-week all sports pass for just $99. You have to text my name, 740-76, not my name, your name, to 740-760-1131. All right, guys, have a great day. Hit that thumbs up. Put in the comments what you like for today.